Hey trappers, Dale Billingsley here, Billingsley Brand Lures. We've got a good coon down here. We're getting ready. Mike's taking him out right now. Just got a big lake back here behind us. I don't know if you can see it off there in the distance. Got a fence row coming up through here from the lake and going out here to another fence line, just a high dry trail crossing. Find these places and you can usually pick up several coon, but you can also pick up a cat now and then, but so far no luck there. So anyway, we'll get this thing taken care of and get on down the road. All right guys, there's one Timber's telling on him. Kind of a slow morning for us. We ain't got but 3 coon and a possum in the truck, and this one here so far, it's just been pretty slow. But anyway, we'll get him taken care of here and get on down the road. All right, gang, Timber's telling on another one. We're not going to screw around too long here. We're going to get him dispatched and get on with it. All right, gang, there's a pretty nice coon there. Just kind of down the road here on some of this older stuff. Denting up underneath them big slabs of concrete. Got a pick cornfield behind us, or in front of us, I guess, and a public ground there behind us. So anyway, get him taken care of and down the road. All right, guys, there he is, tucked back in there in that hole. Pretty nice old coon. Anyway, we'll get him taken care of here and head on our way. All right, guys, there's a little bitty one. Now, a lot of guys that turn them coon loose. We don't, because if that's a sow coon, she's going to come in heat late. She's going to get bred late. She's going to have a late litter, and then those coon will continue to come in heat late, get bred late, and so on and so on. You just, man, just clean up the herd. Just get rid of them and clean up the herd. All right, guys, there's one there. Timber's telling on him. And we got one over here on the other side of the road too. Oh, that's a little nicer coon. We got a coon and a possum both here. So anyway, we'll get them taken care of and go get some more. All right, guys, there's another one for us. Timber's telling on him. Just another small one. These are all new sets, so we're into the small coon. We ain't got into the big ones yet. In fact, Timber just caught one on the ground down the way here eating persimmons in a guy's yard. So anyway, we get this one took care of and get on some more. All right, gang, there's another one. Throw him in the truck. We got to set dog proofs here because the guy up the road here is kind of a dick. So we just put in dog proofs here just to keep the peace more than anything. I wish we could put footholds in, but it's better sometimes just to bite your lip, do what they ask you to do, and go on. So anyway, there's Timber coming in on the job, so we'll get him taken care of and get on our way. All right, gang, there's another one there, a little better coon than what we've been catching. So anyway, we'll get him dispatched and get on our way. All right, so what we got going here, guys, we got a old feeding operation up there that's no longer in use, ain't been for years. Cow pasture, and then the trail comes across from this timber ditch right here. The ditch is actually down in there. This is just a high dry trail up here on top. As you can see, Mike's putting the set back in, and we'll go get some more. All right, guys, there's another one for us. We'll get him took care of and get on our way. All right, guys, so we got in off running the line, and I'm going to give you all a little bonus footage here. I'm going to skin a raccoon for you and just show you the way that I do it, and maybe you can pick up a tip or two and help some of y'all out, maybe make you a little faster, a little easier for you. So give me just a minute. We'll get things set up here, and we'll get right back at it. All right, guys, so we got our raccoon laying up here, and we've got our 4-inch Raider paring knife. And then we just make the opening cut. I stick my blade right in the pad of the foot and just come straight across, kind of heel to heel here. I'm going to get in your way just a minute here, and I don't mean to. And then come clear up under the back pad of the foot on the other side. And then you just take your knife very carefully, come around. I don't wring the feet. I come down the top of it. And when that's going to help you later on when you go to fleshing these coon, leaving that extra length on there, especially if you get one that's tender flanked and it tears, you're gonna want this left on there to hook that stretcher hook or to put your nails or pins or straight staples, whatever your preferred method is of putting them either on a wire or on a board. And you come around the back side of it, be very careful, don't cut them tendons. We're gonna need that to hang that coon with here after a bit. And then just cut it right up there towards the toes. And then I get a hold of that leg and pull it down. And then we do the same on the other side. Come across, come down the top of the foot, roll that leg over, come across the back side of that tendon, don't cut it. And again, stick your knife through, come up the top of the foot, get a hold of it, give a pull. And once we've got that done, then we cut around the vent here, cut around the lollipop. Just like so. And now that coon is ready to be hung up by the gambrel. So we'll set the camera back up here again, and I'll show y'all what we do there. Okay, so we've got our coon hung here, and you want to give them front legs a pull down, make sure everything's hanging in a good straight line for you. Now when you get to this point, all I do is get a hold of the flank of the coon and pull. And then I roll him, and I get a flank, and I pull. Pull that down just like that, and then get a hold of the belly of it, and pull that down as well. Then we take our knife and cut in towards the carcass, not towards the fur. That opens this up back here behind his tail. As you can see now, that's open. And then give a pull down. Turn that coon again and get a hold of that belly and pull it on down. Stick that knife up there out of the way. Now take your fist and push down on his back as far as you can. Okay? Now I don't split the tail on my coon. I just take my knife, touch it enough to break the membrane around it. I'm not cutting into the tailbone. I'm just breaking that membrane. Is all I'm doing. Pull it down one more time. Now, when I'm down about there and I can't pull it any farther, and I pull the tail back up, just take my fingers like this and I stick on through the tailbone right there, put my other hand here, and pull the tail. That's all I ever do. The only time I ever have any trouble is when the tail's broke or something of that sort, but generally you can pull them all with your hands. And once you get that tail pulled, then I take my sharpening steel and stick in the hole where the bone was, get a hold of that coon, and give a pull. Now we're down to his shoulders. So then I take that steel and I stick in here to his front shoulders and pull down. Just like that. That exposes his front legs for me. Now I just cut them off, because we're going to cut them off short when we scrape him and stretch him anyway. And start working around his head. Now you can see there's his ear right there. Cut straight in, straight across. Same way on the other side, cut straight in, straight across. Hook your finger in that tail hole or that ear hole. There's his eye. There's the other eye, and don't worry about cutting big ears and big eyes. They don't buy that. They don't buy that part of the coon, I promise. Cut that bottom lip off because we ain't making hot dogs and we don't need it. Trim down around the nose as far as you can and leave all that nose cartilage on the carcass. And there he is, guys. There's one skinned raccoon. So anyway, sure appreciate y'all tuning in and watching this. If you would, please hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that thumbs up, and we'll catch y'all on the next one.